Gary?
What? Oh, you're here.
How long have you been here?
You're finally here.
Are you serious? You've been sleeping here at my house?
Yeah. What day is it?
This is my fucking. We're doing the podcast. It's a Friday night.
Friday?
How long have you been here?
Since Sunday, buddy. You told me to get here on Sunday.
That's like a whole week.
What?
That's like a
What?
Where have you been going to the bathroom? Oh my fuck! First episode. We're finally back.
No.
The Brian 5 or 6 podcast.
Why would you tell me to come here on Sunday if we're filming Friday?
I said Friday. I wrote it in an email.
Fuck's sake.
Been calling and
I've
texting.
just been sitting here waiting patiently in your house. No one's come down in the basement.
Don't you have a family?
Oh, shit.
Oh, great. I'm sure she's fucking worried.
Tammy?
Sorry, guys. We'll cut that part.
Yeah.
We'll cut that part because we're going to start the brand new Brian 5 or 6 podcast. Okay, I'll do the introduction. I can't believe this. There's a puddle on the ground.
Yeah, don't worry
That's
about
your
it.
pee.
No, it's not. Don't worry about it.
All right, let's count it down, guys. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, mother effers, to the Brian 5 or 6 podcast. It's been 4 years since we did the podcast where we talk about everything. Stop looking at me. Where we talk about everything Ottawa Senators. Guys, it's a great time to be back. It's a great time to be back because our team is finally going to be good this year. And I got to introduce you guys. Fuck's sakes. I got to introduce you guys to the co-hosts. You guys know this motherfucker. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Gary. Cousin Gary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
We're back, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of the only things that you're good at.
I got a letter in the mail saying be here on Sunday. Signed Love Larry, and Larry didn't show up.
Yeah,
And
Larry's
then
been
you guys
fired.
haven't been home. Where the hell were you?
Larry's been fired. You know this.
No, but where have you been? Because I've been
Living
waiting in
my
your
life.
house. I've been in your basement this whole time.
Well, I don't come down here. This is where I do laundry, and my wife does that.
It's ridiculous.
We have
I'll just go by
Jeremy.
Jarrett.
Jeremy is joining us. Jeremy,
I think it's best. I think it's best if
would you say Jared?
Jared.
Let's-
We're gonna go Jared.
We'll call you Jeremy.
let's
Jeremy
just call him Jeremy because it's just easier for us.
Yes. Yeah, Jeremy, unfortunately, he went missing 4 years ago. Right after the last episode, he went on a trip to the Rocky
He looks
Mountains.
like a young Jeremy, like an 18-year-old
Yeah.
Jeremy.
I hope you're as
Minus
smart
the
as Jeremy.
Minus the cornrows.
Granny called me and told me that legally you guys can't see him anymore, so that's why he had to stop the podcast.
Well, he said a few things that he shouldn't have said.
He has a restraining order.
Whatever. We don't have Larry anymore. Larry has been really badly crippled, and he can't use basically anything from the neck down. So he can't use the board anymore. So we do have the lovely, what are we going to call you? Wanda?
Sharon.
Sharon.
It's too bad about Larry. He was such a great dancer.
Okay,
too.
but Sharon knows what she's doing. Look
No,
at her.
I know. I'm just saying for Larry and you know, just for him. Like
There was an
he
accident.
can never dance again.
Okay, but every time we did a podcast, there was a goddamn accident. Every time. I don't think he was good at his job. If you think about it, there was always something bad happen. Many fires, many gunshots.
He's got no outlet now. He can't dance.
Look at the setup Sharon has in the corner.
Yeah, look at it.
I think we're
In case you haven't guessed, it's an Ottawa Senators podcast. We're going to talk about your hometown team, the Ottawa Senators, and
lots happening lately.
so much has happened since we did the original podcast, Jeremy. I want to start with a banger. I cannot believe that we got rid of Kyle Turris. Can't believe it. He was the heart and soul of the team.
Was that like 8 years ago?
Yeah, that was a while ago. It was like pre-COVID.
Well, yeah, but that's where we haven't talked in a long time about the Senators, so I figured we'd start there. Kyle Turris. Guys, all I'm saying is it's a big fucking loss.
He still comes and visits the city.
Yeah, okay.
Takes his yacht out on the canal.
He doesn't have... So I'm sorry, guys. He doesn't have a yacht. He's got a kayak.
I've been on it.
You've been on a kayak, a two-person kayak, and you dipped it underneath the Ottawa River. And he would just... That's probably why he left. Anyways,
Okay.
We are on the cusp of the 2004,
2004?
2000
You're still living in the past, eh?
Jeremy. Smarty pants, just like my brother, eh?
Yeah. I get lost.
was a
I
mistake.
get lost in Jeremy 2.0's eyes.
This was a mistake. We are on the cusp of the 2024-2025 NHL season. Literally today, as we speak, the NHL training camps have opened. They just did their physicals. What do they do during a physical?
Check the prostate.
Bone density.
Yep.
Bone density is really important,
Why?
especially when you're crashing into the boards. Bone density and
Broken bones.
yeah, you gotta watch.
Bone spurs. Yeah.
That's a career ender.
A
is
lot
what
of
they call it.
groin pulls in the NHL, eh?
Yeah,
A lot of people pulling their groins,
yeah,
like on the bench, off the bench, in the dressing room. They're just pulling their groins.
yeah.
Um,
Probably on the way to the rink,
So I think
driving their Ferraris.
You think Van Damme ever pulled a groin? I think they should all learn how to do the splits, and that they would never have groin pulls. Anyways, I digress. I haven't heard. I should look at the news, but I haven't heard. Like, apparently, everyone passed the physical for the Senators,
I think so.
which is a big plus. And one of the worries was Josh Norris, potentially our number one center, who hurt his shoulder for like the 10th time. We'll just wait.
Yep.
Pardon?
How many of you had already?
Well, this one was a bit skunky. It's a few days old. Pardon me. That one's a few days old. Been here for a couple days.
Sorry, guys. Josh Norris hurt his shoulder last year, and apparently he's 100% healthy, yet he's still on the IR, injured reserve. What does that mean? What does that tell you guys? What would that...
He's waiting for action. He's just sitting on the pine,
I think
riding the
he's,
pine, waiting for his call to action.
He's good to go.
Going to the
He'll
front
be good
lines.
for the season. What I was interested, Jake Sanderson put on some weight. So we got our height and weight here. He's up
got
to
a list here.
over 200 pounds now.
Oh, what was he? Apparently he was only about 180 pounds last
Yeah.
year.
He's like
So he put on like 20 pounds of muscle? Or fat?
Well, he's probably at the Hortons every other day, like me.
What do you do in Canadian summers? You eat at Hortons or you go to KFC?
Yeah. It's
So
like
he's-
clockwork. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just
Well, I hope
rolling
he's been
through.
working out. One of the things I heard at the end of the NHL season last year when we missed the playoffs again, you guys probably don't know this, but the Ottawa Senators missed the playoffs last year. Actually, our audience probably does know that, eh?
It's happened for like the last 10 years, yeah.
Wait, our audience is already Sens fans, so we don't have to learn them
don't
about
have
the
to tell
Sens.
them, no.
We just have to
They
talk. Okay. So
It says Brian 5'6", 5'4", 230 pounds. Why'd you put your name on the list?
because I was hoping my doctor would be listening, but thanks for bringing that up.
Oh.
Because then he would. I'm so scared when I go to the doctor to weigh myself.
So you
Because he's always like, "You've been eating too much, haven't you?" And
So you bring the list to the doctor and say, I should be on the team, doc.
well, no. I just wanted to bring it up so that he hears the podcast, and so I don't have to tell him face to face, eye to eye. Because it's embarrassing. You say, "How much do you weigh?" And you're like 230 pounds. Oh, you must be 6'10", and I'm like 5'7", and he's like, "Well, that's obese. That's obese," and I'm like, "Well,
5'7", stretching it a bit, eh?
well."
You're like if Tyler Ennis were to put on like 140 pounds.
But this is not a podcast about my weight, Jeremy.
All right.
It's not a podcast about my weight. Let's get it out of the fucking open. Yeah, I got a gut. Now we all fucking know. The whole Ottawa Senators know.
That's it.
Are we happy now?
That gut
We're
is
all out
how
in the open. Maybe I'll get in shape this year.
that gut is how wars are fought and won, right?
Maybe I'll get in shape this year.
Maybe.
You eat a whole fucking row of donuts and you stay lean? I don't get it.
It just goes right through me.
Where were we?
Speaking of losing weight, Brady Kachuk's wife dropped some weight.
9
That
pounds,
being
3
a
ounces.
baby.
I don't think that's how you
wow.
announce a baby.
I don't know.
I don't think
but-
that's a proper way to announce a baby.
No.
You saying she dropped some weight? That people are gonna be upset by that.
No, but
comment.
No.
Well, that means it's a healthy baby.
It's technically true.
Okay, but you're basically saying she's got a bunch of weight on her.
No,
That's a baby weight.
No.
Yeah, it's baby weight, but it just
comes
came
right
off.
off.
Anyways, Jeremy, you'll learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Ryder Kachuk.
We're gonna get so many comments.
Ryder Kachuk.
Oh, right, that's a
Welcome
beautiful name.
to Ottawa, Canada, Canadian born.
Ride with
Was
Ryder.
he born in Canada or was he? Did they go down to the States and have the
He's
baby?
American.
Did they go down to the States and have a baby?
So there's a thing called a border.
No, but was he born this side of the border or
So-
that side of the border?
I'll start again. So they're
I think
American.
he was born in a hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
They're American.
The parents are American. Where'd they
Correct.
have the baby? Where'd they have the baby? Alaska?
If they're American, they're in America, idiot.
No, but they live up here. They have a house up here. Maybe they have the baby up here.
I'm sorry about this. I'm really sorry about this.
No, what? You're up here. You have the baby.
They're not up here.
And
That's
you're not
the point.
And you're not getting the bills.
That's the fucking point. It's the summertime. They just had the baby. The NHL has the season have started yet. Do you think Brady Tkachuk lives in Ottawa year round?
No, I think he goes back home here and there.
Of course,
But why
which
would
is
he not come up here
America.
and take advantage of the beautiful healthcare system we have here?
Because it got so much fucking money. Do you think the Senators, they pay insurance? They pay the insurance. They could break both legs and they don't have to pay a cent. In fact, they give him a fucking car
So you're telling me Ryder
with
is,
one of those ramps.
Ryder is not Canadian?
No.
Well,
Actually, is his wife
I
Canadian?
think his wife's Canadian.
So half Canadian. I'm sorry. I
I think what Gary's saying, did Spartacat deliver the baby?
I doubt it because this costume would get all dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It's a bit stinky in that costume, from what I remember.
I went to
They give him
Ingram.
big hugs from behind. It's
Oh yeah,
always
it's
a bit
sweaty.
smelly.
Well, you're sweating in there. You sweat in this shirt. Imagine being in that thing.
I got
What is
nothing-
this fucking hat, anyways?
No, it's just the hat I bought
Oh
for the
my
farm. Me and Tammy.
And he's been
It was
stewing
harvest,
in the
it's
basement.
harvest season, and
here
I'm
we
actually
go.
supposed to be out there plucking soybeans right now.
all right. Piece of advice for
But I
Brady.
got a little bit of safari flaps in the back.
Piece of advice for Brady and his wife. Being a new parent.
Oh,
You're a parent. You guys are both parents.
got
What do you have?
four childs.
What do-
Four of them.
What would you say?
Number one is buy a diaper genie. Because where do you think you're going to put all those diapers? You know what's funny? Sometimes new parents will be like, we're going to use reusable diapers and then care about the environments. And then one shit, they're like, fuck this. Go to Shoppers Drug Mart right now, Nancy, and get me some fucking diapers. Because you got to clean that shit. That's the problem, right?
You used reusable diapers for
This
yourself.
is my first day
Yeah.
as a parent. And I learned real quick. And I learned to make sure the kid does not fall from heights.
Yeah.
That's a bad one, right?
Yeah.
Don't let
Prepare
them fall
for
from
3
heights.
months of no sleep, and try not to kill each other.
Yep.
You'll get through it. Is
Don't-
what I would say.
Yeah.
Will he have dad strength on the ice now?
Oh, he already had that strength, but
Yeah.
now he's gonna be wearing New Balance skates.
Mm.
Well, it's a dad skate,
Yeah.
and yeah, like he's gonna have the biggest calves in the world. He's gonna be able to lift a big 4-foot tree like logs of wood.
Yeah.
Not that it matters in the NHL.
Well, it's going to matter this winter. This winter is going to be brutal. Yeah.
Here we go, the Farmer's
Yeah.
Almanac, the
Yeah.
Farmer's fucking Almanac.
Yeah.
Every year they're like, oh, the winter's gonna be so cold.
Yeah. I got the book.
How do the fucking farmers know?
I got the book in the mail, and I'm prepared. I'm already prepared. I've chopped all my wood. My soybeans are getting a little cold at night.
Who eats soybeans?
Everybody eats soybeans.
No,
That's all I can grow. That's
I've
all
never- I
I'm
don't
legally allowed to grow
Oh.
is soybeans.
Think you can make soy milk?
I could make anything, and I can use soy to make anything.
Can you shut the fuck up and we'll speak about the Ottawa Senators?
They just finished the prospect tournament.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And they went 0-3 or 0-3.
Yeah, 0-3. I think that's where they want him.
Why?
Yeah.
To lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You want to start off and like everyone just kind of think you're shit.
Yeah. You don't want to be on your high horse. You want to be under the horse.
And that
you
might
know?
be what they've
Set
been doing for
expectation.
the
Yeah.
last 10 years is just like towing with the league.
So
You know?
Ottawa's been losing when they
On
had high
purpose.
expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So now they don't have expectations.
Mhm.
So you're saying it's a reverse psychologist.
Reverse psychology.
Before we would go like 3-0 in the prospect,
And everyone be
games.
like,
Where'd
oh,
that
we are the
get us?
best.
yeah,
And then we would.
oh, these guys are going to come up and play, and then we would never see them again.
So let's delve into it. Let's fucking delve into it. I've been meaning to talk about this. Why the fuck can't the Ottawa Senators make the fucking playoffs
Inflation.
in the last 5 years or whatever it's been? Inflation? In fucking
It is pretty high though. He's got a point.
Well, like groceries are too expensive for these guys, so they can't eat. Is that what you're saying? They're
Bang.
scrawny.
Bank of Canada is dropping rates. Senators trending up. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't make sense. It
be a
makes no
relation.
sense in a hockey standpoint.
You know what the price of a puck is these days? Ridiculous.
Yeah, I could go to Giant Tiger and get a pack of 4 for like $5.
That's expensive.
Eugene was only letting them use 2 pucks per practice.
Yeah.
And now we got a new owner in. And
Yeah.
I think we have a lot.
I
of
think we
pucks.
doubled it.
Do you think Michael Andlauer will listen to this podcast?
No chance. No
Maybe,
shot.
maybe one day. Actually, I would like to have him on the podcast. Michelle, can we get Michael Andlauer? Fuck, I said your real name. Hey, Sharon. Do you think
Sharon?
Shannon?
Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon. Hey,
Thanks,
Sharon.
Thanks for showing up, Sharon.
Thanks, Sharon.
Yeah, first great day.
Hey, Sharon, do you think we can get Michael Anlauer on the podcast? Do you have his number?
Yeah, I'll get that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if he says no, can we still bring him on? If you know what I mean.
No, we're not kidnapping Michael Anlauer again.
Ridiculous.
What do you think guys, what do you think delayed the sale of the Sens? This guy brought him to his duck farm.
What?
And they couldn't find him for 5 days.
No,
to
they
sign
were,
all the documents.
They were surveying my land to see if it would be a great spot to put a rink on. I got surveyed. I actually got booted off my land for a good month. Came back. All the soybeans were gone.
This
It
is
was all gone.
This brings up a good point, though.
And they decided, you know what? We're going to just take our chances with LeBreton. And
This is a good point.
They still haven't put a shovel in the ground.
There's no way in hell that they're going to put the new arena at his farm.
Nope.
But where are they going to put the new arena?
I think they've.
Wrong. They are making a deal right now with LeBreton Flats. Newsflash: LeBreton Flats will be the new NHL arena, and I heard rumors that they're going to put shovels in the ground, and it's going to be ready by this 2030.
2030.
I'm really bad with numbers. That's the problem. 2030 NHL season.
That's 5.5 years away.
That's not bad. So, do you think Brady Tkachuk will still be on the team in 5.5 years?
I think Ryder might be on the team in 5.5 years.
He'll be 5 years old.
Do you think
that makes no fucking sense.
Do you think you'll be alive in 5.5 years?
Maybe if I do the podcast with this guy too much, I won't be because of the blood pressure.
What do you think happens to Ottawa's Blues Fest?
Oh, when they just do it on the roof of the new arena? Maybe. That's a good point. Where the fuck would Blues Fest go? I didn't even think of that. Has anyone thought of that?
A flotilla on the canal. And just have everyone on the sides of the
Oh,
canal.
and it just
then
goes
a
down the canal.
flotilla.
That's a fucking genius idea.
And trademarked it right now. You can't touch that.
But what if electric guitar, like let's say Jimmy Page is there and he's playing electric guitar and it goes into the canal and it electrocutes everyone.
The amp goes in the water.
And then everyone gets electrocuted. There'd be civil lawsuits.
Poor Kyle Turris just kayaking on him.
I miss Kyle Turris. I tell you that much. Okay, so guys, it's already a successful podcast. We have talked about the reason why the Ottawa. Wait, did we come up with the reason why they haven't made the playoffs? Oh, inflation. We have talked about Brady Tkachuk's new kid. Congratulations, Brady Tkachuk and Mrs. Tkachuk. We should have her first name written down. That's your fault, Sharon.
Sorry.
Tammy, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Fuck's sakes. So I do want to talk about, like I said, training camp did open. They just did their physicals. Is there any names that pop out to you that could surprise you, that could make the team?
I saw one name.
Okay.
Because the only name I don't know.
Oh.
Wyatt Bongiovanni.
Wyatt Bongiovanni.
Spanish.
Sounds very, very American. Doesn't he? He's from America. Wyatt Earp. He's a left.
He's a left winger.
Okay.
He's number 49, so he won't make the team.
Well, no. Okay.
It's a telltale sign.
Guys, all rookies start with the high numbers. That's how, and then they got to earn their number.
You know what else makes me feel old? You see like the year 2000 for all these guys, and then you see David Perron, 1988.
That's still younger than me. What year were
crazy.
you born, Jeremy?
I think he's an 88.
1990.
You're 90?
I'm a 90.
Oh my fuck! I was
Jesus.
literally learning nunchucks, how to use nunchucks in 1990 in a dojo.
Dojo.
Like that's ridiculous. I was 1983.
He is old.
So there's guys that were born, Sharon. There's guys that were born in 2005 on this team.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's 5 years younger than our oldest son.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah. They didn't live through the greatest tragedy of North America and the United States.
What? 9/11?
9/11. They didn't. It wasn't even in their.
Why did we have to bring a fucking 9/11 on the fucking podcast? I knew you would.
That is kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
One guy I want to
They're
talk
just gonna
about.
learn about
Actually,
it.
I'd like to start a segment if you don't mind. Can I start something? Can
Well,
I start a segment?
Don't touch me. We already started a segment, but go ahead.
Yeah, can I start a segment? It's
Sure.
called Player Profile.
Oh, we're gonna
Ladies
do
and
this every.
gentlemen.
Do we have any theme music, Sharon, for that?
I'll get on it.
We'll be more prepared next time.
I want to talk about a man, a brother, a neighbor
Sorry.
forged from the oil sands of Alberta. This hockey player is first into the corners and plays with a lot of grit. When he wasn't practicing his shot in the driveway busting windows, you could find him on Bowes River fishing for trout. Nicknamed the Big Yak. And not because of his size, but because of his intolerance of spicy foods.
Is that true?
Ottawa Senators first round pick for 2024, Carter Yakimchuk.
Oh, Carter
AKA
Yakimchuk.
Yeah, a.k.a. Yak Attack, a.k.a. Carter the Cutter, a.k.a. Yak the Frack, a.k.a. Yake It or Break It.
Is this real? Are you making this shit
A.k.a.
up?
C Money, a.k.a. I'll stop there. This 6'3", 200-pound right shot defenseman has a bright future in the NHL and with the Ottawa Senators. Are you picking your nose during my segment?
I forgot there's a camera.
Notably, during his draft year season, the Calgary Hitmen, this defensive D-man scored 30 goals, amassed 71 points, all while spending 120 minutes in the penalty box. Pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Check, please. Yeah. His family has ties to another Sens defensive phenom, the Sandman. Jake Sanderson, his family lived one street away, and they would meet up at the local outdoor rink with
Really?
their brothers and sisters to shoot pucks
I didn't know this.
and rip cigs.
For real? What? Is this
we
real?
We could fact check
I don't
that
know
part.
if any of this is made up. That's the problem.
We could fact check that part.
Because I've liked a lot of these facts.
Seeing as Jake is a left shot defenseman, we could actually see these two guys paired up one day,
Oh,
which would be really nice.
that seems legit.
I think the Ottawa's defensive core has a bright future. And welcome to Ottawa, Canada.
Play the theme
Carter
music.
Yakimchuk.
Play it. Okay, that was great. I like that. I like that segment. Let's do that more often. I learned a lot about Carter Yakimchuk. Okay.
That's Carter.
What did you say? The Yak Attack? I like that one.
I like that
Yak
too.
Attack,
Yeah.
the Big Yak.
Big Yak.
It's almost like Art Attack, but
Yeah.
Carter Yak.
What happens
Yake
if
it
you
or break it?
yank it or break? What if he pukes on the bench? You could say he yacked.
Yeah.
If he had too many beers
When
the
he
night before.
tries to take a
But
slap
he's-
shot and just fucking
guys, he's 18 years
whiffs
old.
on it. Oh, he yacked that one.
He shoots right-handed. So
Yeah.
that's the problem with the Ottawa Senators lately is we have no right-handed shot defenseman. Hence why in the offseason we traded Jacob Chikrin, which kind of upset me because I felt Jacob Chikrin. That's one of those names.
You just kept on.
You can't say it.
You just kept on texting me saying how beautiful he was. And
Well,
it just
look at
got
his
kind
hair.
of annoying every single game. You
He looks
text
like
me.
he looks like Thor. He looks like
19
Thor.
years old and he's 6'3".
Who? Jakob or Yak? I like that.
6'3" at 19. You stopped
So-
growing at 13.
It's the coffee.
You started drinking
my
coffee
parents
at 10,
forced
eh?
me to have all those ice caps from Hortons. He's like, "You want an ice cap?" I'm like, "With chocolate milk, please."
Yeah, it's cheaper than water.
Not cream, chocolate milk. It's
Yeah.
so much better. Okay, so we drafted Yak Attack in the first round. What was your reaction when we did that? Were you hoping for someone else?
No,
Were you
I
were
was
happy
all
with
in.
that?
I was all in on Yakimchuk.
So-
I steal my buddy's
You steal?
subscription. Well, just like he gives me the password and everything. Actually, shout out Sens Prospects.
Oh, isn't it? What's his real name?
Henry Brown. I think he goes by that. Am I
That's
not?
made. That's so made up. Henry Brown. Most generic name of all time.
The Athletic had.
Who's his
they were
brother?
all
John
in-
Smith. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
anyways.
Fuck. I fucked up.
You just fucked up.
Go,
my
keep
thought.
going. Keep going.
No, well, they just liked him.
Okay,
Right?
so he
So
knows
then they
about.
influenced my decision on.
Right.
Can we
So-
get this Henry guy on the fucking phone?
We'll get. You know what? He will join the pod at some point.
He is very popular on Twitter.
I
and
like
then
this new Jeremy. He's proactive.
He's very proactive. Jeremy,
Yeah.
my old brother Jeremy, wouldn't even look people in the eye.
Yeah. No.
So we couldn't have a guest on
when he
because
did,
he was
you
so
had to
scared.
look down,
That's
or
just
else he
crippling,
would just
yeah.
start screaming.
That's right.
Yeah. You just.
Well, he
started
was screaming on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was screaming on the inside.
Yeah. You could. Tell.
Okay, so I kind of wanted like more skill up front, and I was a little disappointed they drafted a defenseman, but
Jesus.
it's a burp and a fart.
Yeah. You've been on the cannolis hard lately. You said like.
Just give me a
"Oh,"
minute. Give me a minute.
You're like, I'm bodybuilding. I'm on the cannolis.
Give me 2
I'm
minutes.
like, don't do that.
Oh, give me 3. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so as you guys, you on your phone?
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
He's just going through his text messages.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, so we just had the prospects tournament, and we went 0-3, and we don't have much talent up front. So why would you draft a defenseman with your first overall
Because I
pick?
think that's one of our biggest weaknesses is a
You're a
strong
fucking
D
idiot.
core.
Oh
And
my
we're,
God.
we're looking at the future as well. We're not trying
Here we
to win.
go again. The future.
Yeah, the future
need the now.
is bright. Yeah, what now costs money, and we don't have the money.
Is Carter Yakimchuk the right pick now? Is what I'm saying. We need to fucking make the playoffs today. Yesterday.
For the first round 7th pick, he is the right
You
pick.
could have had fucking Sidney Crosby's brother,
Iginla?
Tidge McGinley.
Tidge McGinley.
You could have had him who could help your team today. Carter Yakimchuk
I think they're
is
the
a
same
project.
age. No.
Have you ever done a project in high school?
No.
You go home and you got to do it. You can't do it at school.
Is this table made out of cardboard? You shouldn't be hitting it.
What I'm saying is about the projects at high school, if you could get your work done at school, it's helping you that day. But when you got to bring it back, it's like, because I got to work on it and I got to put some extra pieces in together. And it's like, fuck, it takes 4 days. It takes 4 days. 4 days in Sen's talk, I'm talking 4 years. Is Carter Yakimchuk going to be a defenseman in 4 fucking years for us?
I think he
less.
might make the team next year.
Yep.
It just doesn't fucking make sense to me. And who's going to lead our fucking, our forwards? Who's going to be the forward fucking best?
Okay, calm down.
No, who's going to be our
calm
prospect for
down.
the forwards? Tyler Boucher?
calm down.
Tyler Boucher?
Okay,
Are you serious?
calm down.
Tyler Boucher, we drafted Tyler Boucher like fucking, 10th overall? Was it 10th or 9th? The guy can't even fucking keep his bones correct.
That's
It's
why.
always broken.
That's why we get physicals.
Your bones aren't correct.
I'm sick of this shit though. Like we drafted Tim Stützle. We got so lucky in the 3rd overall pick, and we finally got a forward that could score goals. We need goal scoring, don't we? You win by scoring the goals.
What's the next segment?
I think we're going to talk about Sens actually just announced their away jersey sponsor,
Ooh.
Callian.
Oh, don't
Callian? Is that
fucking
how you
get
say
me
it?
started on that.
Callian?
What is a Callian? What is a Callian? It sounds like my tailor's name. Johnny Callian, who
What?
does my fucking pants. He hems them.
Who would you have got?
Whoa. Okay, the Toronto Maple Leafs just went out and got one of my favorite cookies, Oreo, on their helmet, and they got milk on their jersey. It's fucking genius.
Oreos and milk? That's actually not a
Oreos
bad
and milk.
combo.
And they fucking probably getting millions of dollars. And we are over here with CIBC and Callian.
How many boxes of Oreos do you think they're getting each?
Oh, unlimiteds.
Yeah. And how many liters of
Unlimiteds.
milk?
And the guarantee they're getting the tour of the Oreo fucking factory.
There's
they
probably-
build them.
They're probably getting just vats of milk too, delivered to their house.
They're getting bags upon bags.
Yeah, that's why there's a shortage in Toronto.
We should have got 2 that like go together. Just
Right.
like
Right.
Molson Canadian Tinder.
You should do like Mott's Clamato and pickles.
Labatt, Blue, and
Pickles.
Grinder.
What?
Pepsi and Joe Louise.
Canadian whiskey and Ottawa Police.
What?
What?
That would make no sense. Toilet paper, so Charmaine, and
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
bear spray.
Rubber gloves.
Yeah, no, Taco Bell, that actually makes sense because it makes you shit. That makes so much sense. Right? Wouldn't that have been funny? Taco Bell in the helmet and Charmaine? Like, guys, have a fucking laugh for a bit. Michael Anlauer, laugh a little.
You never laugh. You're always so angry.
No, I'm not. I just found out you were here for a fucking week. Leakage on
Yeah.
on my ground.
Yeah.
And what food have you been eating?
Basically, your fucking Halloween snacks you left down here for Halloween.
Take the fucking hat off your head. How about that? What does that flaps do? They don't, so you don't get a redneck burn? Is that what it does? It
touch
protects
me.
your neck from the sun?
Get off me.
Is that what you're going to tell me next? That it protects your neck from the sun?
I'm fucking calling Larry.
What's the deal with the flaps? Larry's fucking paralyzed. He can't even answer a phone.
He can use his hands.
No,
he
he
just can't
can't.
use his legs.
He can't even use his hands. He has to blink. And he's literally doing Morse code with his eyes saying, please kill me.
You're just afraid of him.
You might get a sunburn with this this sign behind you, eh?
It's very hot. Where did we get that, Sharon? Shannon?
Walmart.
Walmart sells Brian 5 or 6 podcast signs?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's on sale.
Guys, we should promote it. Everyone should go buy one. The thing is, we need to make money. I want to make some money. First of all, I want a beer sponsor.
This is not about money. This is about just getting together for a couple pints,
it's
talking
not.
about our favorite NHL hockey team.
You want me to do a 9-to-5 job? Is that what you're telling me for the rest of my life? Is that what you're saying right now? That's not what I want. I want to do every Friday night a podcast, drink some beers with my friends.
Jesus.
Yeah, maybe have a Tums while you're at
Yeah.
it.
Tums could be a sponsor.
It's the rage.
Yeah.
It's the rage. That's the problem. My doctor said
Maybe a
blood
nice-
pressure is high.
Tums with a nice bell pepper up top.
Hands off the
On the
merch.
helmet.
Hands off the merch. This is probably $500 now because there's only like 8 of them, right? You're wearing one, Sharon. That's an original.
That's a smaller logo.
I told you guys to wear the Bride 5 or 6 merch, and you're
I-
wearing
I-
Ottawa Senators merch.
Gave it all away to the
Typical.
thrift store. They're like, we don't want it.
I actually found a Brian 5 or 6 shirt at the Valley Village. I'm not even joking.
So someone
Yeah.
went and they said, I don't want this anymore.
Well, they bought it off the website from America. They had to pay shipping.
And then they said, nope, don't want this.
Yeah, they paid for it, and they gave it to Valley Village.
Yeah.
And it looked barely worn.
I think they shrink really quick
like
in the,
I'm so
in
full
the
of gas.
wash. They shrink really quick in the wash.
No, that's just my fat. That's just the fat.
All right, let's talk about, well, jeez, again, eh?
Sorry.
We're going to have some segments coming up this season.
They can't hear the farts.
Pepto-Bismol and X-Lax.
Segments coming up this season. One of them, I will be featuring the bets of the week.
Yes. Did you have some ready for tonight?
Yeah, I need
Well, the
money.
season hasn't started yet. What's it?
Okay, you're right. You're so right. That's the thing. It hasn't
Yeah.
started in October.
Yeah.
It starts. We're only September, guys.
Have you bet on if P. Diddy Combs is going to be in jail by Friday or not? Or out of jail by Friday or not?
We can't talk about P.
Can't
Diddy.
talk about that.
We can't talk about P. Diddy.
But you said you had a $10,000 bet on it.
No, Puff Daddy.
That he's going to stay in jail.
Yeah,
Puff Daddy.
Well, we're not going to talk about that because Ben was on the list.
You can't talk
That
about
he saw.
What? No.
He's on the
Brian,
logs.
I should say.
No, he didn't diddle me.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyways, we're gonna do bets of the week. I can guarantee, win or lose.
Well, we'll win. The Sens are going to win this year. Oh, what do you mean, like the bets?
I can just guarantee win or lose.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're going to give a winners and a losers of the week
I just guarantee you'll win or lose the bet.
because you're a
It's like
professional
an
gambler.
over-under, win or lose.
You're a professional gambler?
Professional gambler.
What does your wife think about that?
She doesn't know.
Yeah, I knew it.
The first Jeremy wouldn't bet $5 on the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
No, he wouldn't.
No,
Because he doesn't know football.
he doesn't have any
He
money.
wouldn't know football from his old end of his arse. He couldn't tell a pigskin from a pigskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have some guests this year.
Oh, I would totally love some guesses. Finally, we need some guests.
You
I'm
just
sick
need
of
guests.
talking to you.
You always say guess, but you're always looking for friends.
Well, I could bet you we could get who would be your biggest fish to catch right now as a guest? Stuntman Stu. He's the biggest fish in the sea.
Jessica Alba.
Jessica. Oh, could we get Jessica Alba?
No.
Known
No.
Sens fan.
Is she a Sens fan? Oh, let's get Matthew Perry. He's a Sens fan. Oh,
And
let's
he's on vacation.
For a long time.
OJ Simpson. No, can't can't say that.
Can't keep naming dead people.
No.
I'm gonna
Ian
go with
Mendez, Stuntman Stu.
Claire
who else?
Hanna,
Claire
Claire
Hanna.
Hannah.
Bruce Garriock.
Do we have to get them
Bruce,
in studio?
Hey, Bruce has been blowing up our phones saying, I heard you're going to do a podcast. I want to get on. And
Yes, he has.
he said, just pick me up at the closest Best Western. I'll be there.
He hasn't. He hasn't. He's too busy. He's too busy, Gary.
Busy guy.
You're making that shit up.
No, he said,
No, he wouldn't.
tell me the day or time. Just come to the closest Best Western. I'll be there ready to go.
He's been fucking golfing all summer, and now he's back to work. And he's been there from fucking day one. He's been there since 1991, 1992, when they fucking announced the Ottawa Senators and Tampa Bay Lightning. He was fucking there. He was the first journalist covering the Ottawa Senators. And he's still there. And I'm talking, this is what, over 30 fucking years? Over 30 years? I don't own a pair of pants past 30 days, let alone 30 fucking years. Imagine. You ever get a 7-year itch in your job? And you're like, I can't do this fucking job anymore. And after 7 years, this guy's been doing it for over 40 years.
And he's still right there.
Just loving his life.
typing in
Loving it.
newspapers. Actually, I guess he's still typing.
Well,
guess that is
no,
really changing.
because it's all online now, Jeremy. There's no newspapers anymore. Everywhere he goes, every fucking restaurant he goes to, like, free steak. He gets a free steak.
Local legend.
That's what I want in my life. I want to be I would just want this podcast to be so successful that everywhere I go, I get free food. That's all I want. I would love money. Actually, I want a lot of money, but I would just love free food because I don't have a lot of food at home.
So you don't want to work a 9-to-5 job just so you can get free food?
Yes. And you better fucking bring your A game every fucking podcast because I'm leaning on you for stats. I can't trust this guy.
Did you tell him Did you tell him we had to fight him at the end of the podcast just to initiate him in?
No, we're not fighting him. We're fighting you.
What?
Because we dislike you.
I've been here for a long time. I've been waiting
It wasn't
here
even
for a
my
long
fucking
time.
idea to have him back. That's the. Why do you think we quit the last fucking podcast? Because of this fuck. Didn't know his shit from his own fucking tits on his fucking nipples. Oh, I'm an Ottawa Senators expert. You fucking don't know shit. You've never been to a game. You once went to the CTC and you were fucking 500 yards from it and you said you were there.
Can we play some trivia?
Yeah, let's play a game. I'm scared.
You cocksucker.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry,
It's
guys.
okay. That's okay.
That
Okay,
won't
I
happen
have a
again.
game for you guys. You want to play?
Yeah, that won't happen again.
That's the last time that'll happen.
I'm sorry. You got no burn on your neck. That's a good thing.
All right. Here's the game. You have to tell me whether this is a porn star name or it's an old Senators person that used to play.
Jeez.
So okay, so it's a Senators player or a porn star is what you're
Yeah.
saying. That's a crazy game.
better way of
Do you
putting
think Locked on Sens plays that game?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
This is
And
what makes this original, different.
I
Okay.
also think these are two categories that Ken know very well. So it's kind of
Incorrect. And I think our viewers in Texas are going to get banned from watching this.
Why? Because porn's banned there?
Pornhub is banned in Texas.
You would know. You would know.
Okay, you ready?
Just don't go to don't go to Texas. If you
Okay.
like.
No, she's saying the questions.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. King Clancy.
Oh, easy. There's a fucking NHL award named after King Clancy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Sharon,
Would
no
be a good-
cussing.
It would be a good porn name, though.
star name King Clancy.
Yeah, Clancy's here
Clancy.
and he's the king
Yeah.
because of his
Who names a kid
crown.
King?
His
That's
crown?
a sick
You
name.
gotta come out and you're like, yeah, that's his name's King.
That's a sick name. No one does that anymore.
Pretty sick.
They named their kid King, and they said he's going to be an Ottawa Senator or a porn
Yeah.
star. I
Too
know
bad.
Yeah, and
His last name is Clancy.
Oh, I farted. I'm so gassy.
All right, how about this one?
Okay.
Jack Mackle.
Jack Mackle.
that.
Okay. Why would that be your porn star name?
I wouldn't want Jack Mackle around Tammy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right
Who
now.
am I starring with today?
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
it's Jack Mackle.
Yeah. He's
and
my neighbor.
And he brought his mackerel.
He's either scored 100 goals or 100 holes.
Jesus.
Oh, you can't say that.
No.
I'll say Jack Mackerel. Mackle.
Mackle.
Okay. I'm gonna say Ottawa Senator.
I'll say Ottawa Senator.
Porn star.
No, it's an Ottawa Senator.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be all Ottawa Senators. There's no. I only know one porn star, and it's Ron Jeremy.
Can I not play the game? Like, I came here all the way from my farm.
Do your
I'd
nicotine.
like to play my game.
Do your little fucking nicotine.
Don't even talk
and
about
don't
it.
talk. in
It's
the mic.
not part of the program.
nicotine
Unless we
break?
get sponsored, then thank you.
Oh, you do your nicotine too.
All right,
My
how about
brother Jeremy
how
would
about
never.
this one? How about this one? Edward Sachs.
I thought he was gonna say Edward
Edward
Scissorhands.
Sachs. I think he lifted the cup in 1922. So
This is a
I'm
trick
gonna say
question. This is
Ottawa
a trick-
Senator.
Because a sack can mean your ball sack, but it could also mean sack of money.
No,
I'll say Ottawa Senator.
don't look into the name too much.
Eddie Sachs. Edward Sachs.
That is a good porn star name, though.
Is it SAXS or is it SAKS?
Or
Can't tell you.
SAXXXX.
That's cheating.
Oh, 3 X's.
That's not cheating. That's part of the game.
Yeah, you're allowed hints.
No.
Oh,
Edward Sachs is a porn star.
is it?
Well, what do you think?
I said
Ottawa Senator.
Okay. And you, Ken?
Ottawa Senator.
Gary?
Lifted the cup.
Don't say his
It's the
real
porn star.
name. Oh, Edward Sachs, the porn star with Debbie Dallas. I knew it.
He's just all balls.
Debbie Dallas.
He's all balls. No,
Oh,
no shaft.
Okay, how about this one?
he's got a load.
Oh,
Stan Jackson.
Stan Jackson.
why did you wink at Stan Jackson? You know Stan Jackson. You've been watching Stan Jackson videos, Sharon?
He's got a nice triple D. Can I say Ottawa Senators player?
I guess I'll say porn star.
Stan Jackson.
You had to Google male porn stars just to get this game ready, didn't you?
Nope, she
bookmarked
just
a
had him off
few.
the top of her
Yeah,
head.
I already knew them. What?
I couldn't name you 3.
She only had to
Bookmarked.
look up the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah.
Stan Jackson is just a classy porn star. He wears a suit, walks in the room, does his business, missionary,
Yeah.
leaves, plays for the Ottawa
Burns the
Senators.
slacks and gets a new pair every time.
Okay, I'll say porn star as well because they got me convinced.
No.
It's a hockey player, an Ottawa Senator?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, in your face.
Don't touch me.
It's my
Peter
time.
Schaefer.
All right, one more.
Peter Chafing.
Peter Schafe Balls.
Joseph Lovelot.
Joseph Lovelot.
Lovelot.
Oh, it's
Know
a porn
what?
star.
This
He
is
loves
a
a lot.
trick. This is a trick question.
well, no, it's
an
not.
Ottawa Senators player.
No,
Defenseman, 1920, scored
there's
3
no
goals.
way. He
in
loves a lot. That means he has a lot of
176.
sex.
Yeah, they only played like 30 games back in the 20s. Lovelot,
Or
pure
loves
goal scorer.
scoring a lot.
No, he loves having anal a lot.
Oh my God.
Can't say- We're gonna cut that.
Get that.
We're not cutting.
What is it?
I'll say trick question. Senator.
So Senator, I'll say porn star.
Ottawa Senators.
Porn star.
Lovelot. What a cheap name.
What a great
Yeah.
game.
There's also a really cool name, Punch Broadbeat.
That's a real Senator player.
That's a real Senator player. Should I have done
Punch
that one?
Broad Beat.
Yeah, his name's Punch.
I like it.
You should get a
Broad-
jersey with Broadbeat
Broadbank.
on the back.
That was Broadbank.
Broadbank?
If you could pick one modern day Ottawa Senator that sounds like a porn star, who
Is
would
it
it be?
Broadbank or Broadbeat? I
Broadbank,
wrote Broadbeat.
I think it's Broadbank.
I was thinking like beat it.
Oh,
can't
No,
say
you
that?
can't say
Yeah.
that. Sharon.
Sorry.
If you one modern
He
Ottawa.
just does solo scenes.
Let's just
I
pick
am
one
very
just to finish the
aroused.
game off. One modern Ottawa Senator that you think sounds like a porn star.
Mm.
Danny Heatley. The
That's
heater.
not a
He's
modern-
got a heater on him.
Mm.
Brady. Fuck me.
Oh,
Brady, fuck me.
Ah, that's not his name.
Kachuk.
What do we got
But I
here?
can see how you can mistake that.
chuck it in ya.
Kachuk.
Sharon, how many
We're gonna be
drinks?
canceled.
Angus Crookshaft.
Oh, guys, I meant the real name.
Crooked
Sounds like a
shaft.
porn. You're not,
Angus.
you're not
He's
saying
beefy
like
and he's got a crooked shank.
We're not
shaft.
changing names. We're not saying. We're not saying like
Oh,
Anton.
I have one.
Anton Forskin.
Daniel Alfredson.
Ooh.
Oh, that's his real name, and it sounds like a porn star.
A Swedish porn star.
Alfie
Only does it in the sauna.
in like Flint.
In like Flint.
Well-
That's my favorite movie.
We
Okay.
got some cool names. I don't know. Carter Yak.
Herperger.
Jacob Bernard Doctor. I doctor.
How long has this podcast been going on? What are we at now? Because
45.
we want to save some great tidbits for the next podcast. I think we did a great job, other than Gary. I think he ruined the podcast. I think viewership's gonna be way down. There's gonna be.
You can't.
I
put
can
it
see
on
the
me.
first
You
Apple
can't put it
review.
on me. I was the first guy here.
Let me talk.
And I'll be the
Let
last
me
one
fucking
out.
talk. Let me fucking talk. The first Apple podcast review is gonna be like less Gary, more Brian, and more
Sharon.
Jaron.
More porn star names.
More Jeremy.
Less this fucking guy. That's all I know. Guys, it's gonna be a great season.
I just want to shout out Costco.
Cut me off.
$29.99
for that?
That is
Look at
good.
that.
Yeah, I got one
That is
too.
It's
not
actually
bad.
embroidered.
I got one too.
$29.99.
You got one?
Yeah, I took it off a
Wait,
guy on the street.
What about me?
I spent $1,400, but this was $29.99 there.
What else did you buy? Batteries?
No, just some lettuce.
Do you have any closing remarks? What are guys? Let's have because it's the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Training camp just began. Why don't we have just a quick prediction of what's going to happen with the Ottawa Senators this year? Just one prediction, and make it realistic.
41 wins, 41 losses, break 500. We won't make the playoffs, but we'll feel good inside.
I wouldn't consider that breaking 500. That's just 500.
That's 500.
So
yeah.
no overtime losses is what you're saying? Fucking idiot.
41 wins, 41 losses. Take it to the bank.
No overtime losses.
I'll bet you $100 right now.
It's literally impossible not to have one overtime loss.
An overtime loss is still a loss. I'm
It's
talking,
no. 41 fucking wins. Are you serious? I said, I said, fucking burn it down, Jerry. Cut it, Sharon.